if it was something such as something applied to the camera packaging inside, right, where I open it up, I touch it, and it whacks my head, that could be an attempt to cause an aversion to surveillance cameras. Right. And of course, they'll say, "Well, he's a pervert. He's surveilling, children with his cameras. Some bullshit like that." Right. But in reality, they don't want me to use surveillance cameras. They used it on the Las Vegas shooter. There's no doubt. Right. Thanks, Larry. So heal the churches. There's something I couldn't see it till I got to Wexford. Right. Marshall Wexford. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Larry. God bless you, sir. Now, I don't curse the churches like that. Right. I curse the people that are corrupt. And then it goes to God, so it's not really me. Right. But I have to do something based upon their rule. Thank you, Larry. There's a ton of meth. I believe there's a ton of meth use up there. Probably a ton of meth use here also. That's the hotels on there. But I mean, it's just the world. Right. 100%. Thank you, Larry. Thanks, Larry. Thank you. Trying to get something in here. Thank you, Larry. Guys smoking cigarettes and talking all day. 100%. Yeah, that orchard, I guess it's Marshall or something like that. Right, that orchard there, that area needs to be healed. That whole shopping area, that valley, and up onto the hills on the sides of it. They had a cop there, so the cop was there probably to, keep people focused on their driving and right, through that area. It's a lot of people. I don't know if it's a special day or not, but there's a lot of weird energy in there. I can't remember what church it was called. It was right before I got to that orchard. There was a church, and it kind of sent a message, right? Or psychic manifestation. Thanks, Mary. And of course, as far as the church is being evil, it's evil where it is, and it isn't evil where it isn't. That's why you do it metaphysically, right? But again, they'll say they're doing that, but they're not, right? Thank you, Larry. Well, it's either direct energy or something I touched, one or the other. And again, it could be residual meth at that location, but I didn't really touch anything but the package, right? So, and then I opened it up. So I don't know what was on that. She touched the outside, so I don't think. And then again, she could be on meth and have it on her fingers, and she touched it. Right. I'm sensitive to that stuff because I don't use any drugs really. Right. I'm just finally starting back on aspirin. I should have never came off aspirin. That's where it went wrong. So my move to Texas screwed me. Right. That's where they told me, maybe I should take something else, and it didn't work. So I stopped taking. But as soon as I got back on aspirin, I got a little bit better. So that was a setup. The move to Texas was a setup. Believe me, they were willing something because I think they were being restricted a little bit in Oklahoma. Right, so they wanted me out of Oklahoma and moved to someplace like Texas where they could resume. Correct. All right. This is weird. They may have been in. Oh no, there it is. Okay. Right. Oh, because now I'm on alert. Right. That's what they want. Then they go on to the next one. But so you should expect shootings or something like that. That's probably coming up now. Right. Thanks, sir. I'm one of the victims that have been ruled to be a shooter, so or a mass killer, rapist, whatever it is. Probably everything. Right. So they get paid, man. They can cause me to act out physically. They'll be so much richer than they already are, if they are rich. Right. We know it. Excellent. Now that's a big one that I was speaking about years ago. That possibly their vehicles have direct energy behind the grill. Right. It's very easily rigged up and out the back of it, where it's directional. Of course, it's directional. Right. Now, Crooks was operated, no doubt. Thank you, Larry. Right. That's right. Right. So they say, people are kind of projecting this idea. They say you've never been in trouble with the law, and all these people that are in trouble with the law are running around doing whatever they want, living a great life. Right. That shows it's phony. Now you got me somehow. Either something I touched or hit me with direct energy. I was kind of boxed in. Right. Agree. Got a weird vibe off that camera. Right after, they sent the email, they were going to send it to me. No doubt somebody in that corporation is a contact for certain people. Right. No way it wouldn't be. These women around here, they have a bunch of bulldogs. It's a dangerous fad. They just, that one guy when I stand at the extended stay, don't get too near his dog. I'm just walking in the parking lot. I'm thinking that dog shouldn't be at the extended stay, if that's the fact, right? No, if that's what they were getting paid to do, one of the things you're getting paid to do, if they cause an aversion to those cameras, they get a lot of money for that, right? Thanks. Thank you. Thank you, Larry. Well, that's one of the things that's under observation, is that they wipe, they put some sort of touch substance inside the packaging. So again, Amazon package guy or delivery person, they're not going to touch it as soon as you open it, or whoever is delivering. Now, Eufy camera, I'm sure, has a contact for spy operators, right? Or they wouldn't be in business, right? And if they did when they went into business, or didn't when they went into business, they have it now. I believe that's one of the things they're using to radicalize people against Elon Musk. Operate them and introduce cyber trucks into the operation. Right. Thank you, Larry. Not an iPhone. All of these, I'll take that. I think they're pretty low right now. Chain Smokers Anonymous. Trying to implicate the sheriff in Butler County. That's for projection. I'm receiving some information. Right. I don't know if it's true. And I'm not sure the number of cam girls in Butler County. Thank you. Thank you, Larry. Guess it's not something I probably can Google, but thank you, Larry. Well, there's something representing that what they're doing is they're operating some of the women into cam girl, and they said then they move them into like prostitution. Hmm. And you have to check the cell towers to make sure the direct energy isn't on your cell towers. Right. Just pay somebody you can put things up there, you know. Right. Something got me. All I can go off is what recent events were. Right. Well, it wanted me to get somewhere to look at the license plates away from, there may have been multiple things, right? Away from that highway, like zip somewhere else real quick, an area that I usually don't travel, and see what the license plates look like. Actually, I'll reserve that answer there. I won't be speaking on that right now. Thanks, Larry. Ah, because I was seeing that on the way up. It didn't bother me. Then all of a sudden, boom. Right. Thanks, Larry. Thank you, Larry. And that would probably motivate him to do it, but it didn't bother me. Right. Yeah, part of it is their will and the curses and all that, because they call it being blessed in their life, right? Because things just go their way. They just kind of half-ass put it out there, and then it kind of works for them, right? 'Cause they devils, man. They would Satan. Right. A lot of cops can't see this happening in their community. Right. So, Crooks was most likely put up to it by, psychological manipulation and adulteration. That's super.